Get ready to hop into that time machine back to the 80s and 90s. Listen, we're making school lunch pizza. Let me show you how to make it. And just like any pizza, we're gonna start with the crust. So we're gonna start with 2 2/3 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1 entire packet of the instant dry yeast. You ready for the secret ingredient? 3/4 cup of powdered milk. All right, now you're just gonna mix all the dry ingredients together. Next, you're gonna add 1 1/3 cup of warm water, but first, it says to put 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. Now, I don't use vegetable oil, so we're gonna do avocado oil for this one. Now it's time to harness that school lunch lady energy, and we're gonna try to get this all mixed up. They really shouldn't call this pizza dough. It's more like pizza batter, because this right here is looking like the consistency of like pancake batter. But it's supposed to be a pour over, so once this is mixed up, you pour it into the pan, you spread it out, and that's why it's school lunch pizza, right? The recipe calls for cooking spray to go on the bottom. I don't have that, so we're just gonna put a little bit of oil and we're gonna spread it around. Next, you're gonna line the bottom of the pan with parchment paper, and then we're gonna pour in the batter. So take a look at this. I don't know about this. It's looking a little rough. Now we're gonna take this pancake batter and we're just gonna spread it around the entire bottom of the pan as even as we can. Listen, this stuff was sticky. It's not the easiest to spread around, but I did my best. So once you get it all spread out so it's fully even along the whole pan, you can put it in the oven 475 for about 8 to 10 minutes. The crust is out of the oven. It's been in there for about 9-10 minutes. And listen, it's fully set, so I think we're onto something. Is it gonna be good? I don't know. Does it resemble school lunch pizza? Yes, so far it does. So let's get the sauce and the cheese on there, and then we're gonna throw it back in. And for the sauce, I'm not gonna use my regular pizza sauce. I can't imagine if they made it from scratch. Maybe they did, but we're gonna use jarred sauce, and this is probably still an upgrade. This is the Rayo's pizza sauce. It's got all the herbs that the recipes that I've seen out there has. I just didn't feel like making sauce tonight, so we're gonna try this out for the school lunch pizza. I know they probably didn't use grande mozzarella, but that's all I got in the house right now, so we're gonna give it an upgrade. We're about to hop in the time machine. Take a look at this. This right here, if I had to guess, is exactly what it looked like before they threw it in the oven when they were serving that pizza to you in school. So, all right, we're gonna throw it in the oven, 475 for another 8 to 10 minutes, and then we're gonna take it out, cut it up, and we're gonna see if we got school lunch pizza. School lunch pizza is out of the oven, and look, if this thing doesn't resemble school lunch pizza, I don't know what else does. But listen, first off, I feel like the National Federation of School Lunch Ladies is about to come in here because I think I figured out their secret on how to make New York style, if that's a thing, school lunch pizza. There's only one thing left to do. We're gonna cut this up and we're gonna try it out. Now, I'm going for the corner slice. All right. Ooh, gotta grease the hinges on that. All right, the final reveal of the school lunch pizza. Check it out. Listen, if this does not bring back memories and bring you back to those days of getting handed that sloppy mess of square pizza. Listen, this is school lunch pizza all day long. I don't care what you say. Let's try it out. And listen, back in the day when I went to school, flop and no flop, that wasn't really a thing, especially for school lunch pizza. So listen, don't grade this on the flop or no flop because this stuff is just supposed to be a soft, sloppy mess. All right, let's take a bite. Here's the school lunch pizza. I'll tell you what, is it New York style pizza? Hell no. But listen, this is a time machine. If you wanna have a time machine that's gonna take you back to that school lunch table in the 80s and 90s, which is when I went to school, listen, you can just kind of picture yourself sitting there with the chocolate milk. This was the best thing to happen to you that week when they had pizza and you were going down the school lunch lines. Bon appetit.